Good afternoon, Namaskar. Myself Akriti Gurung. My dear students, you all are welcome back in our online class. Please like, share, and subscribe. In the previous class, I taught you about communicable disease. It means what is communicable disease and example of communicable disease and how can it transmitted from one to another. I just remind you, communicable disease is a disease which can transmitted from a sick person to a healthy person. Is called communicable disease, and it can be transmitted through different various bacteria, virus, protozoa, and fungi. And the examples of communicable diseases are common cold, okay, corona, dysentery, typhoid, tuberculosis, etc. These are the examples of communicable disease. Okay, today I have another chapter, that is non-communicable disease. Today our subject matter is about non-communicable disease. It means the disease which cannot transmitted from one to another. Okay, it is caused due to lack or deficiency, okay, of nutrients or due to disorder in the certain parts of the body. Okay. Okay. Look, this is the definition of the non-communicable disease. The disease which cannot transmitted from one person to another are called non-communicable disease. Okay, communicable disease can transfer one to another, okay, by the means of various bacteria, virus, etc. And but the non-communicable disease cannot transmitted from one to another. Okay, for example, heart disease, okay, heart disease, diabetes, okay, diabetes is called sugar in Nepali. Goiter is also a non-communicable disease, okay, which is caused due to lack of iodine. And anemia is also a non-communicable disease. Okay, it is caused due to the disorder in the certain parts of the body. This disease is when the people is suffer from this disease, the people look pale and very thin. Okay, पहेँलो र एकदम दुब्लो हुन्छ. यो चाहिँ एनिमिया भन्ने रोग लाग्यो भने पिपल चाहिँ एकदम पहेँलो र चाहिँ एकदम दुब्लो देखिन्छ. Then non-communicable diseases cannot caused by germs or microorganisms. Okay, communicable disease are caused due to the germs, different bacteria, virus. Okay, but non-communicable disease do not caused by germs or microorganisms. Okay, it is caused due to lack or deficiency of the nutrients or disorder in the certain parts of the body. Okay, for this we can maintain our personal hygiene. Okay, we can eat nutritious food, we can take balanced diet. Okay, we can make our health fit for this. Okay, and we can check up our body regularly to be safe from or to be prevent from non-communicable disease. Okay, and all the communicable disease can be avoided by keeping our surrounding neat and clean. Okay, communicable disease can be prevented by keeping our surrounding neat and clean and by maintain our personal hygiene. If we maintain our personal hygiene, and keeps our surrounding neat and clean, we can be free from communicable disease. Okay, now look, this is the example of non-communicable disease. Okay, this disease is called goiter. Okay, in Nepali यसलाई चाहिँ गाड भन्छ है. This is caused due to the lack of iodine, and this goiter is non-communicable disease. Okay, it cannot be transmitted from sick person to healthy, or it cannot be transmitted from one to another. And goiter is also the example of non-communicable disease. Yes. Then we have another non-communicable disease. This is called marasmus. Okay, the disease of this name is marasmus. Marasmus is also non-communicable disease. It means it is the disease which is caused due to lack of nutrients, or due to deficiency of nutrients, or disorder in the certain parts of the body. Okay, the disease name is marasmus. Okay, marasmus is also non-communicable disease. Okay, this was the previous exercise. I taught you about communicable, and today I am teaching you about non-communicable disease. It means communicable and non-communicable disease. The subject matter is finished. Again, I have another subject matter today, new lesson, that is invertebrates and vertebrates. Okay, invertebrates means the organisms or the plants, the animals having no vertebral column, or vertebrates. It is called invertebrates means the animals having no backbone, and vertebrates means the animal having backbone or vertebral column. This is our today's subject matter. Okay, I go through introduction. Different types of animals are found in our surrounding. There are different types of animals in our surrounding. Okay, like cow, dog, goat, snail, butterfly, fish, frog, etc. Okay, are found around us. Okay, among these animals, there are different types of animals found in our surrounding, found around us. My dear students, today I have another subject matter, that is invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates means the animals having no backbone. Okay, backbone is called मेरुदण्ड in Nepali. यसलाई backbone लाई चाहिँ नेपालीमा मेरुदण्ड भनेर भनिने गरिन्छ. Invertebrates are the animals having no backbone or vertebral column, and vertebrates means the animals having backbone or vertebral column. This is our subject matter today, my dear students. Now I want to go through introduction. Different types of animals are found around our surrounding. Different types of animals are found around our surrounding, just like dog, cow, goat, snail, butterfly, fish, frog. Okay, different varieties of animals are found around us. Okay, among these animals, some have backbone. Okay, among different varieties of animals, some have backbone and another do not have backbone. Okay, and the animals which do not have backbone are called invertebrates. Okay, invertebrates means the animals having no backbone, or the animals which do not have backbone are called invertebrates. Okay, and the examples of invertebrates are snail, butterfly, earthworm, etc. Okay, do you know snail, butterfly, earthworm? These are the animals having no backbone, or backbone is called vertebral column. These animals have no vertebral column or backbone. Okay, पछाडिको ढाड. Okay, yes. Similarly, the animals having backbone are called vertebrates. Okay, the animals which have backbone or vertebral column are called vertebrates. The examples of vertebrates are cat. Okay, cat have vertebral column. So cat is called vertebrates. Okay, then dog, cow, goat, snake, fish, etc. are the example of vertebrates. Okay, because they have vertebral column or they have backbone, पछाडिको मेरुदण्ड हुन्छ यो एनिमल्सहरुको, so that यो एनिमल्सहरुलाई चाहिँ vertebrates भनिन्छ. Okay, then silent features of vertebrates. Features, it means characteristics. Okay, how vertebrates are. Vertebrates कस्तो हुन्छ, these are the features or characteristics of vertebrates. Okay, now a number, vertebrates have backbone or vertebral column. I already told you that vertebrates have backbone or vertebral column. And the second number, they have developed organ and systems. They have developed organ and system. Okay, the organs and system of vertebrates are well developed. Okay, and C number, they have backbone in their bodies. Sorry, they have bones. Bones भनेको हड्डी. Okay, उनीहरुसँग चाहिँ के हुन्छ त, उनीहरुको शरीरमा के भएको हुन्छ, vertebrates को शरीरमा they have bones, हड्डी हुन्छ. Okay, and the last point of features of vertebrates is they have well developed brain. उनीहरुको ब्रेन चाहिँ राम्रोसँग विकसित भएको हुन्छ. They have well developed brain. It means they can think, they can imagine. Okay, they can evaluate. Okay, so they have well developed brain. This is the, now look at the picture. This is the example of vertebral column. This is the vertebral column of the male. Okay, this is called merudanda in Nepali. This is the picture of backbone. This is the picture of backbone. Okay, next, now we go through the features of invertebrates. It means how invertebrates are. Okay, invertebrates do not have backbone. I already told you that invertebrates do not have backbones. Okay, in invertebrates there is lack of backbone. Okay, and they may be unicellular or multicellular. It means invertebrates may be unicellular. It means having only one cell. Okay, having only one cell, or multicellular means many cells. उनीहरु चाहिँ unicellular पनि हुन सक्छ or multicellular पनि हुन सक्छ. Unicellular means having only one cell, एउटा मात्रै सेल लाई चाहिँ नेपालीमा तन्तु भनिन्छ. उनीहरुको बडीमा चाहिँ invertebrates को बडीमा having only one cell पनि हुन सक्छ and multicellular पनि हुन सक्छ उनीहरु. Okay, next, then the examples of the pictures of invertebrates. Look, this is the picture of protozoa. Okay, protozoa is also the organisms that is included in invertebrates. It means protozoa is invertebrates. That another is Annelida. Annelida is also invertebrates. These all are the invertebrates. It means these animals do not have backbone or vertebral column. Okay, they have a less developed brain. They have less developed organs and system. Okay, in invertebrates the organs and systems are less developed. Yes. Okay, now we come to the end of this class. This is your homework. This is your homework. The first homework is true false. Okay, you can do easily. You can know the questions. Another question number 2. What are vertebrates and invertebrates? You can write here. Vertebrates means the animals having backbone or vertebral column are called vertebrates, and invertebrates means the animals having no backbone or vertebral column is called invertebrates. You can write in this way. Okay, and in question number B, paste the pictures of vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay, if you can draw the picture, you can draw the pictures of vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay. Then if you don't draw, you can collect the pictures and paste the picture of vertebrates and invertebrates animals. Okay, this is your homework. Question number B. Now in question number C, what are non-communicable disease? Give example. Okay, which disease are called non-communicable disease? Give example. Non-communicable disease means the disease which cannot transmitted from one to another are called non-communicable disease. For example, heart disease, okay, diabetes, anemia, marasmus, etc. are non-communicable disease. Now, question number D. Write a difference between communicable and non-communicable disease. Okay, you can easily do the difference between communicable and non-communicable disease. First of all, you have to write the definition of communicable and non-communicable disease. Okay, in second number you can write examples. Okay, in this way you can write. Question number E. Write the features of vertebrates and invertebrates. Okay, features or characteristics of vertebrates र invertebrates को characteristics or features are लेख्ने. Features of vertebrates are they have vertebral column or backbone. Okay, vertebrates have vertebral column or backbone. Okay, and the next feature is they have well developed brain. Okay, this is another feature. Then another feature of vertebrates is they have well developed organs and systems. Okay, in this way you can write. And another your homework is features of invertebrates. Means invertebrates do not have backbone. It means in invertebrates there is lack of backbone, and they may be unicellular or multicellular. And the invertebrates the organs and systems are less developed, and they have less developed brain, etc. Okay. Okay, my students, our exercise is finished today. This much for today. Please do your homework. Okay, concentrate in your study, obey your parents, stay home, stay safe, and we will meet in the another class. Thank you.